This year, dozens of 4-H students from across the state got the trip of a lifetime, getting to tour Ireland and see how farmers operate in different parts of the world.
That sounds awesome. It was a 10-day expedition from Dublin to Galway and back. Twyla's Carl Wiggers and Josh Meeks got to tag along and now join us from the Emerald Isle.
That's right, Kristen and Avery. We are in Ireland, literally the Emerald Isle, surrounded by so much green. It's so vibrant here, you can almost taste the green. It's just everywhere. So beautiful. And we are so fortunate to have been invited on this trip by Louisiana 4-H. We are tagging along with more than 100 students and teachers and volunteers, staff, parents, to explore this beautiful country.
Yeah, and I'm nervous that our words or our video will not do this justice. I mean, it's just awe-inspiring driving down the roads on the wrong side and just getting to tour some of these farms and seeing the sights. It's beautiful, and I'm really hoping that we do it justice. With such a large group that we have, we're split into 2 buses and 2 groups, the other being a few days ahead on the itinerary. So we'll be following some of these students to really take in the agriculture, take in the culture that we see all across the Irish countryside.
And our coverage starts in what better place to see the center of Irish culture and history, Dublin. After nearly half a day on a plane, including some of these kids' first ever time flying, these 4-Hers landed in Ireland ready to explore.
It was honestly like really scary, but also really exciting to be on, like I've never touched this land before.
Addie Hines from Tangipahoa Parish says the time change is the hardest part about traveling so far.
We got like 3 hours of sleep last night. We got on the plane pretty late, and then when we got here it was 7 o'clock in the morning, so all day yesterday flying and then 3 hours of sleep, and we won't get to our hotel till 9 p.m. tonight, so I'm very exhausted.
Despite the exhaustion, she's taking it all in. There's a lot to learn your first time in a foreign country. Ireland uses the euro. The main language is English, but many kids are taught Irish Gaelic in school, and the country only gained its independence from Great Britain in 1922.
There's places here in Ireland that are twice as old, 3 times as old as the country we live in. They're older than the colonies that started America.
Dayton Pennington says he was fascinated by the tour of St. Patrick's Cathedral, a building nearly 3 times older than the USA.
It was amazing to see the history, not just from when the church was established, but even going up to going into like the 1800s, going into the 1900s. Like, you can tell that the church has been alive and it's still growing since it was founded.
And of course, there are plenty of castles. At Kilkenny Castle, built in 1260, Sanea Stewart says she was taking inspiration to design her future house.
My favorite room was probably, I don't know the name of it, but it was like the gallery. It was red and had like a bunch of different paintings in it. It was huge. The ceiling was painted. It was so pretty. It was like my favorite room. Ireland isn't only rich in history. It's also the 2nd wealthiest country in the European Union. Dublin is home to booming tech and pharmaceutical industries, but they haven't forgotten their roots. The 4-Hers got the treat of a traditional Irish music and dance show. Remember how big river dance was in the States way back when? Well, it's still alive and kicking here. Gracie Moore immediately jumped up to dance with the performers.
Me and my mom, we're always doing kind of crazy stuff like that. We like to venture out and just do fun stuff. She's hoping to make the best out of this trip because she caught the Irish bug at a young age.
So when I was in pre-K, we had a lesson on St. Patrick's Day, like the dancing that they do in Ireland, and my mom has a video of me on Facebook that she posts every year of me doing the dancing, so I just kind of loved it ever since.
And there's still so much more to look forward to.
I'm very excited to see the sheepdog presentation. I think that that's going to be very interesting.
I'm probably most excited for the cattle farm.
Seeing the castles and the different buildings and the architecture here.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, so it's huge. It's huge. It's humongous.
Walking around pretty much any street, you're going to find one of the most notable brands that everyone associates with Ireland, and that's Guinness. And this next story is about one of the country's biggest agricultural exports, horses. The beautiful grounds at the Irish National Stud and Gardens are breathtaking. This is where Louisiana 4-H students got their first look at Irish agriculture with a guided tour from David Wardell, the tourism manager at the Irish National Stud. He says tours like this are part of the core mission of this farm.
We are a semi-state organization which primarily breeds top-class racehorses. We are the showpiece of an industry in Ireland which is, people don't really understand it. It employs over 30,000 people and brings in a huge amount of foreign investment.
The students walk the expansive fields to learn about the past and see the future of the Irish racing industry. Wardell explains the success in raising great horses lies deep beneath these green fields and is rooted deep in Irish culture.
And it's the limestone in our land, all that heavy mineral content, which grows such wonderful big bones, strong bones. It's no coincidence a lot of Florida and Kentucky is a limestone land, but also it's been around forever. It's not just racehorses, it's sports horses, it's show jumpers, it's Connemara ponies. It's in our DNA.
Addie and Michael Hines have horses at home, once used for Michael to rodeo with. Michael says a tour like this has a huge value to everyone, regardless of experience with livestock.
Oh, it's amazing, you know, and what's even better than that is kids that don't necessarily grown up on a farm or grown up around livestock have the opportunity to either A, learn about it, but still come see it and be a part of it. So it's amazing.
Addie loved how much space the horses had to graze.
What I really thought was interesting was that these horses aren't in like stables 24/7. They're able to go out and graze and things like that.
It was a huge farm with like a bunch of different types of animals, and they were all like spread out, and they all had enough space where they could just kind of walk around. I really loved that. I thought it was very cool.
That's Gracie Moore from Wynn Parish. She's one of the many animal lovers on the trip. While she and all of the students enjoyed seeing the fields and horses, there was something else here that was a bit more hands-on, the Irish racehorse experience. Here, participants paired up, a jockey and a trainer, to buy a horse, name it, train it, and ultimately take that horse to the track, virtually.
This one's mine. This is fun. My poor horse. All right, I gotta get it. Okay, I'm fit. I gotta move. We need to pick up some speed, horse. The arms are getting tired. Third place.
Gracie won the race with Sierra in second and Addie third.
My strategy, I thought that like going like this would make it go faster, but I think I was wrong.
Regardless of the standings, these kids learned a lot about the racing industry through this experience.
You have to start at short distances to get them good at that, and then expand to longer distances.
I think what I learned was how crucial training actually is. Like if you miss one thing and one thing is, low, like it could really affect that horse's performance in the races.
More than racing, this tour highlights the role this farm plays in Irish agriculture, which is something David is very proud to show his guests.
And as someone said to me earlier, they didn't really understand why this was part of farming. But if you do the tour here, you understand that this is a commercial farm. They could be sheep, they should be cattle, but they happen to be 5-star hotel for horses. It's exactly the same. We are a commodity to breed the finest, strongest, fastest racehorses in the world.
And that was just the first of many stories we are so excited to bring to you from here in Ireland. Join Twyla all August long. We'll be showing you cliffs, cattle, castles, and so much more from across the Emerald Isle. But for now, signing off for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, I'm Josh Meeks.
And I'm Carl Wiggers. Back to you guys.
Now you can find all of Carl and Josh's blog posts, pictures, video, and everything else from Ireland on our website at twylatv.org.